you tell us your school, your name, and where you are currently located. For example, if I was to introduce myself, I'll say, I am Mr. Steve, or you can still call me Dr. Steve. I am from Roots Academy Nakuru, and I'll be taking you through the pre-technical studies learning area, which is a very new learning area in grade 7. So I'll start with the Terence Bashora. Please introduce yourself. Let us get to know you.
My name is Terence Bashwara. I'm from the Nyali School. I live in Mombasa.
Nyali School, you live in Mombasa. Wow. Then I'll go to Tracy. Tracy, are you there? Tracy? Hello, Tracy. Okay, let's go to Charlene.
Pardon?
We are doing self-introductions. So you just tell us your name, you tell us your school, and where you are currently located.
My name is
Come up again, Charlene.
My name is Salih
I think we are having a breakdown in communication, maybe due to network issues. You are saying you are Charlene Jabet?
Salih Jabet.
Oh, sawa sawa. I can see Tracy is back. So Tracy, introduce yourself.
My name is Tracy. I come from Kabarak. I live in Nakuru.
Oh, Moi Kabarak Nakuru, right?
Yes.
Good. Now, Terence, I have seen your question on the chat box, and apparently I can see we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Terence. Terence?
Yes.
I can see we are 5, but I want to believe others will join as we continue, so don't worry. I want to believe we are a good number, maybe 10 or 15 thereabouts, because we can see some are joining as they left. They join as they left. So I want to believe is the technical inch of the network connectivity, or rather they are just having some breakdowns in the network. When they are able, they'll be able to follow us on. Now, so where do we start? This pre-technical thing, have you heard it before? Maybe Terence?
Yes, from my brother.
Oh, from your brother. What did he say?
I mean the pre-technical. He told me the meaning of it, like the question that came in the test yesterday.
Hey. Oh, so you have already handled the questions, right?
Yeah, I've already finished.
Yeah, but don't worry. Even as we learn day in, day out, you'll get to know how to do the questions. Tracy. Tracy? Tracy, are you there? Tracy? Okay.
Yes.
Please pay attention. You know, I can see you on the video, but I cannot see your reaction. So I was asking, have you maybe heard about the pre-technical studies before?
No.
Oh, sawa sawa, no worries. Who is this? Kate.
Yes.
How are you, Kate?
Fine.
Which school do you go to?
Apostolic Carmel.
Okay, have you heard about technical studies before?
No.
Okay, so don't worry, guys. I am going to do the introduction, the very basic parts of the technical studies. what pre-technical studies mean, what comprises or what makes up the composition of pre-technical studies, and maybe the importance of pre-technical studies. Why should we study pre-technical studies? So it's very simple. I'll be sharing a screen as we go through it, and we make down some basic brief summary notes about the whole learning area. So don't worry, feel relaxed, and welcome to this class. Now, allow me share a screen. Allow me share a screen. And from the screen, I shall be explaining some concepts and some terms as we learn along together. In the event you don't get to understand something, please just raise up your hand, give me a reaction, give me a thumbs up so that I can attend to you as fast as possible. Now, I'm going to share a screen just in a few. There we go. There we go. I want to believe everybody can be able to see my screen.
Yes.
Is it visible enough, or I should zoom it a little bit?
It's okay.
It's okay, right? Now, let me give you 1 minute so that you can scan through. We are starting with this strand 1. So I am going to highlight for you guys what we call the strands that we shall be handling in grade 7 pre-technical studies, so that you're just aware. Then from there, we can see what next.
Excuse me, teacher, we write.
Yes, so at least you have you are at par with yourselves. I said that I give you 2 minutes. You release the tension. So I am saying we shall be starting with the strand 1, which is referred to as Foundation of Pre-Technical Studies. And in this strand 1, we shall be defining what pre-technical studies is. And from what you can see from the screen, we shall look at introduction to pre-technical studies, That is where we shall define what pre-technical studies is. Then from the introduction, we shall look at the components of pre-technical studies, like in other words, which other learning areas or which other subjects makes up pre-technical studies. It is a combination of other learning areas. So maybe let me ask Tracy.
Yes.
Please read for us the meaning of pre-technical studies. When somebody asks you to define pre-technical studies, what will you tell them?
It is a series of learning areas written to provide practical experiences that support the acquisition
Acquisition, yes.
of skills in technical areas derived from computer science and business studies.
Derived from computer science and business studies. Now, in other words, in simpler terms, when somebody asks you to define for them what pre-technical studies is, you simply tell them pre-technical studies is a series of learning areas that provide practical experiences. That's why we are calling it pre-technical. Yeah? It is a series of learning areas written to provide practical experiences, so that learners can acquire skills from computer science and business studies. So that learners can acquire skills from computer science and business studies. So basically, pre-technical studies, a learning area written to provide practical experiences. Let me highlight for you where we are going to put the emphasis. So you talk of learning area written to provide practical experiences so that one can acquire skills derived from computer science and business studies. So that is where we are going to put our emphasis. Bashora,
Yes.
are we together?
Yes.
Yeah, now get the meaning, the definition of pre-technical studies. Now, from the definition, you have seen that technical areas derived from computer science and business studies. Now, this one brings us to what we call components of pre-technical studies. In other words, what forms pre-technical studies? How can we best describe pre-technical studies in relation to other learning areas? So here we are going to say that, you see the component, let me just scroll up a bit. There we are. So we are looking at components of pre-technical studies. Components. What makes up pre-technical studies? What makes up pre-technical studies? Hey,
Yes.
can you be able to see that?
Yes.
Yeah, so guys, let me give you 3 to 5 minutes. You write the components of pre-technical studies down, then we can go through together as we explain what pre-technical studies is composed of. So just take your time. When you're done writing, you just give me a thumbs up or you just comment on the chat box so that I can be able to note that. If it is visible, please don't keep quiet. Let me know so that I can make it big for you. I can zoom it either in or out. Now, as we are writing down, we should note that the components of pre-technical studies, it is basically composed of pre-technical as a learning area is made up of three other learning areas, which are pre-technical studies itself, computer science, and business studies. So those three components are the areas that forms the pre-technical studies as a whole. Pre-technical studies is made up of pre-technical studies itself. It is made up of computer science, and at the same time, it is made up of business studies.
I'm done.
That's okay, Abashora, I can see that. And again, I have realized that we have some few members coming on board, the likes of Cynthia Jepkoech, and I can see a Samsung. So maybe let's give you the remaining people 2-3 minutes, then we can embark on it. Tracy, are you almost?
Yes.
Kate?
Yes,
Are you almost?
I'm done.
Good. Now, as I was saying, that now that we have defined what technical studies is, we have said it is a series of learning areas, or simply a learning area that provide practical experience. Practically, you have to engage your mind, you have to engage your hands, you have to engage your thinking, so that you have to realize what is going on in pre-technical studies. So it is a learning area that provides practical experience. And practical means you have to involve yourself fully, your body, your soul, your mind, your hands, everything, so that you can acquire skills. You can acquire skills in technical areas that are derived from computer science and business studies, so that you can acquire skills that are derived from computer science and business studies. Now, when somebody asks you that, what do you think are the components? What forms? What makes what makes pre-technical studies? You simply tell them that pre-technical studies is made up of three basic components. And these are pre-technical studies itself as number one. Remember to start with that one. Then you go to computer science as component number two. Then we have business studies as component number three. Now, when you are to explain to them what pre-technical studies as a component of pre-technical studies is, boys and girls, you simply tell them that you see, from the explanation that pre-technical studies is a learning area that involve acquiring practical skills and experience in technical area. Technically, this technical area can be plumbing, this technical area can be masonry, this technical area can be welding. So with the pre-technical studies, it is a learning area that involves acquiring practical. You should mention the word practical, acquiring practical skills and experience in technical areas. Now, how about computer science? Now, with the computer science, you simply tell them computer science is the study of computers and how computer technology can be used to solve problems. Like right now, whatever we are doing, we are studying online. And this is as a result of computer science. The technology is enabling us to study online in a remote area without necessarily having to meet physically. So you see, with the computer science, study of computers and how computer technology can be used to solve problems. Then we have what we call business studies. Now, with business studies, as the word suggests, it involves study of activities that involve production. You see, business studies, study of activities that involve production, involve distribution. You have to produce, you have to distribute, and consumption. You have to consume, and consumption of goods and services aimed at making profit. Now, let's take, for example, a very good example of Mama Boga out there who is selling vegetables, who is selling onions, who is selling tomatoes. Whatever they are doing, they are engaging themselves in what we call a business venture. And why do they engage in this business venture? They are doing it with an aim of making profit. So with the business studies, it involves, these are activities that involve one, production, two, distribution, and number three, consumption of goods and services aimed at making a profit. Aimed at making a profit. Aimed at making a profit. So from whatever we have looked at today, introduction to pre-technical studies, we have defined what pre-technical studies is, and we have given the components of pre-technical studies. So you have to remember that pre-technical studies is a learning area that provide practical experiences that support acquisition of skills in technical areas derived from computer science and business studies. And the three major areas that makes up the components of technical studies, we have pre-technical studies as number one. We have what we call computer science as number two, and we have what we call business studies as component number three. So unless somebody asks a question, let me hear from you guys. Bashora? Bashora?
No question.
No question. Good. Kate?
No question.
Perfect. Tracy? Tracy, are you there? Hello, Tracy?
Yes.
Do you have any question, or maybe you need a clarification?
No.
Good. Now, allow me introduce to you. I can see we have Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia. Cynthia? Cynthia Jepkoech? Cynthia? I can see we have some 3 new members on board. We have Cynthia Jepkoech. We have Freddy Kipkoech. And another one, let me check. Unfortunately, they have left, the ones that were using the Samsung. So maybe in our next class tomorrow, we shall do a recap of the introductions as we continue to know one another, even as we continue to walk through the November-December edition of the Correspondence Learning Program. Otherwise, I had sent the test one for grade 7 pre-technical studies. Just go through it, read books, ask your siblings who are in grade 7, who are in grade 8, the areas you are not understanding. But all in all, you should not be worried because we have now just started. So from the basics, at least you can see some of the things we have learned today, they are reflecting in our assignment and in our test exams. So don't worry. Tomorrow we shall be here to continue with the role of pre-technical studies. You see here, we have the role of pre-technical studies in the society. Like, why should we study pre-technical studies? What is the importance? Is it a must for somebody to study pre-technical? So tomorrow we shall be looking at the role of pre-technical studies in the live today. So for your takeaway assignment, you try ask out from your parents, ask out from your siblings. Now that I've given you the definition of pre-technical studies and the components, try asking them what exactly makes study of pre-technical studies important. So after looking at the role of pre-technical studies, we shall go ahead and look at what we call safety. Otherwise, you guys, I want to wish you well, and I want to wish you a good morning. Have a good day ahead, and bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.